Question number one. So what is the genre of the book and why do you think this book is categorized on that? Now, based on what I have read on the article on the blog of the spoiler discussion, now I agree with the writer when he or she says that this book is a gothic romance. Now, the definition of gothic romance, it is something like a plot twisted marriage life where a woman lives with a very abusive husband that leads to their chaotic marriage. Now, I agree with the writer, I agree with him that it says that this is there's something wrong with Jeremy, which is the husband. That leads me to think that this is a gothic romance novel. Question number two. So what are the formulas, sub-formulas, and motifs found in the novels leading to the genre of the book? Now, in this story, there is really something going on. At first, that we can say that there is something wrong with Verity, but at the end of the chapter of the book, or the book in the book, there is something wrong with Jeremy. We can conclude on that Verity says that it is just a writing exercise. Now, what leads to this chaotic marriage is overlove, the possessiveness of each character. The desire to know what is really the truth. Each character were blinded with the lies. We the readers also got confused. What is really the truth? But it leads us to the conclusion that there is something wrong with Jeremy itself, which is, it is him, the abusive husband. Question number three. What is your opinion about the book discussion club? Now, the book discussion club proves that every reader has its own opinion and perspectives of each of the character, but is also we all have differences and similarities with each of the character. Now, in my case, I have read some of Colleen Hoover's book, and I can say that Verity is very much unique. I wanted to read it as well, but I haven't started yet. Now, Verity is very much different because as I've read the spoiler discussion, it is something to do with the overlove that leads to the chaotic marriage of a couple, right? Now, Verity, there's something wrong with Verity, or there's something wrong with Jeremy, there's something wrong with the two of them. My takeaways and insights on these is that communication inside the marriage is very much important. If there is something wrong with your partner, learn to ask, learn to communicate. And also, because if there's something wrong with your relationship with your partner, there's always been an impact to it, negative impact to your relationship with each other, and also most especially with the kids. This part really hits me the most is that when Lewin asked Crew that what will be his suggestion to the name of the baby, and Crew said that it's going to be to die anyway. So there's really something on that statement, that there's something on the past that he brought to up to the present. That so learn to ask your child also if there's something that he or she didn't like about the situation inside the household. Now, if I could change the ending, this is what I wanted. Now, Lewin is the only chance in this story because she's the one who knows what really is the reality. What are the realities of the past? Now, I wanted her to finally wake up in her senses and to no longer tolerate Jeremy's action, because love and lost rather will blind a person. If you truly loved a person, you will going to tolerate its action, which is very wrong in this situation. Now, when Lewin finally wakes up in her senses. She might also consider asking help from a psychiatrist with the child's mental state also. And that's all. That's all I wanted in this story. Now, who's to blame upon Verity's death? I may say that it's Llewellyn's fault because of his her rather, her loved or lost on Jeremy. She might not be able to say that, no, let's kill this, and might set this up, set that we are going to tell the authorities that it is an accident, right? Now, it is Llewellyn's fault. She'd be blinded with her lost with Jeremy, and also Jeremy's fault, because it's everyone's fault. I don't know, it is everyone's fault, because if Verity just didn't write that writing exercise thing, those things were not gonna be happened. It's not going to happen. Jeremy will not going to be crazy in love with Llewellyn, and each one or each characters, there's something to do, there's something wrong with them. I must conclude on that. Now that's all. Now I should add this: each character should be responsible of their actions, and each character should be should face their consequences. What happened is just because of their mistakenly action. So I must conclude, everyone is to blame with the action taken. So that's all. Well, except the kids, because they are merely collateral damage, or the affected areas, when we talked about. Yeah, that's all. Thank you.